Okay, so my mic was muted. So hopefully you all didn't miss the message. Well, anyway, like I said, my mic was muted, so I don't know how far I have to go back, but I fractured my my shoulder. And spirit told me that I was doing too much, which led me to dig into the spiritual realm. And the message that I got from digging into the spiritual realm is, what's that got to do with you? So for whoever this is for, you have somebody that's been downloading you with information, whether it was voluntary, meaning they volunteered the information to you, or if it was not voluntary, meaning you asked about the business. So for whoever this is for, you know who's been in your circle, you know who's been at your job, you know who's been talking to you in your family, you know who's been talking to you out of your friends. And this is what Spirit says. Spirit says you are guilty by association. And when I say that, it is because being guilty by association means you have been noticing anxiety in your life. You have been noticing a spirit of depression trying to take hold of you. Some things that you've been able to shake, you're not being able to shake. Meaning there's stuff that has been very trying to you that has been leading you to possibly cry more. And it's making you not be able to handle your emotions. And Spirit is saying you are guilty by association, meaning because you have allowed people to pour and dump, and what I'm going to call this is pump and dump. You have been allowing people to dump, to pump you up with so much information that is not healthy for you. And it's making your health, your mental health, your physical health become a burden on you because you have allowed it to absorb your energy. The stuff that they've been going through, you have been allowing it to take over you. And when it's taken over you, that's depression, that's anxiety, and so much other diseases or symptoms that people could be dealing with because of being guilty by association, having information that is not good for them. Everyone cannot carry information the way others can. So that is the symptom of depression and stuff like that, is basically Spirit saying to you, you're guilty by association. Hey, Uncle Ray. Spirit also says, don't be a pond for others, meaning don't allow people to pour so much on you. Like a long time ago, people would say, if you allow people to talk to you or to say stuff to you, then basically just getting stuff off of their chest and just talking to you. That makes you a pond to them because it's not your problem, but you're taking on the problem. And it says pump and dump. You let them pump you up or fill you up with drama. And the dumping is the burden of knowing, meaning they pumped you up with all that information. All this stuff that you ain't got nothing to do with. They didn't pumped you up. And now they didn't dumped it all on you. It's a burden on you now. Spirit says you have to know how much information you can have. Spirit says, I don't know where that came from. Spirit says knowing too much can lead to depression, unsettling of the mind, meaning you can have so much information that it leads to depression. Spirit says you have become attached because of knowing. So because you know something, spiritually you get attached, because what happens when somebody tell you something, it's no way to unknow what they told you. And when you can't unknow what they told you, or you can't do nothing with the information, you just holding the information, but it's doing something to your mental, it's doing something to your spirit, because you holding it and there's nothing you can do with the information. That brings spiritual attacks on you, because you are guilty by association. Spirit says you desire to know. Let me look at my chicken scratch. Spirit says you desire to know the hidden things that can become uncovered. You like the phrase, what's in the dark will come to light. You have a serious cause of nosiness or curiosity. You demand to know answers. So for whoever this is for, like I said, whether you volunteer, whether you asking the person, what's going on, what's your business, or if the person is coming to you and telling you their business, however the situation is a spiritual transfer. I said all that for spirit to get to this very point. It is a spiritual transfer, because what can you do with their information? You just hold it. And then when you hold the information, especially if it's some information that is, I'm going to say, a high level information, if you hold on to it, then you're guilty by association spiritually. That causes depression, diseases, because you're holding on to something that is not meant for you. So when you hold on to something that is not meant for you, it begin to harm you. So it's kind of like, what I'm getting is, it's kind of like a cancer. So for whoever this is for, don't allow, I'm not going to say just turn your ear off to people that need some type of counseling. But at the same time, don't allow it to become a cancer to you. Don't allow yourself to absorb so much information that it become a hindrance to your soul, to your mind. And there's so many other different ways that I can go with this conversation. But Spirit is saying, what's that got to do with you? Meaning, don't allow people to fill you up or to pump you up and then dump all this information on you that has nothing to do with you. And then that causes you to become guilty by association. And then the spirit of confusion corrupts you. Now you have depression. Now this is wrong. Now that is wrong, because you did not listen to spiritual warning. So with that being said, hopefully I didn't ramble too much. Peace out, much love, until the next live stream or video.